Rock of Ages, oh, cleft for me. Let me hide myself in Thee.
Christian greetings to all once again. I'm back again with another discussion in the Word, this time entitled, Jehovah's Witnesses. Do they believe that God lies? Now, that might be an odd question, but it's a very reasonable question when you look at their material. They believe that back a long time ago that Jehovah's name, Yahweh, was removed from the manuscripts. Now, I had a conversation a while back with my grandfather, and he had this to say. This discussion actually was in part about the Holy Spirit, but it goes along with this. We were talking about the Council of Nicaea, where a bunch of bishops from all over got together and were trying to put together the early church doctrines. Now, he had this comment to say. It was after this period of time that the Catholic Church became very powerful, and if the church would have had its way, we wouldn't have a Bible today. Thanks to Jehovah and His Holy Spirit, that did not happen. So, he's saying that the early Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church, if it was up to them, we wouldn't have the Holy Bible that is in our hands today. That might be true, that might not be true. The Roman Catholics, they did do a lot of persecution back in the early church. But now let's move way forward here and read something from their material out of the Divine Name That Will Endure Forever brochure. On page 23 of this brochure, it reads, "No ancient Greek manuscript that we possess today of the books from Matthew to Revelation contains God's name in full. Does that mean the name should not be there?" So they acknowledge that the Greek manuscripts do not have the name Yahweh in it. On page 24, they go further in saying, "There are thousands of copies of the Christian Greek scriptures in existence today, but most of them were made during or after the 4th century of our common era. This suggests a possibility. Did something happen to the text of the Christian Greek scriptures before the 4th century that resulted in the omission of God's name? The facts prove that something did." Now wait a second. They're saying that something happened to Yahweh being removed from the Greek scriptures. But wait a second. Didn't God say in the Old Testament, and then Jesus say in the New Testament, that would not happen? Just to clear things up, let's look at Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 8 and see it reads, "The green grass has dried up, the blossom has withered, but the word of our God, it will last to time indefinite." And then we see in the New Testament at Matthew 24:35, it reads, "Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away." So, God was specifically saying that things might pass away. Heaven and earth might pass away. Things will wither up and die. But His Word, His holy Word in the Holy Scriptures will not pass away. So we clearly can see from these two Scriptures that the Jehovah's Witnesses must be calling God a liar. Because no other means would they say these statements that His name, that God's name, the divine name of Yahweh, was removed from the Greek scriptures. Because if they were to say that, then they would have to acknowledge that the New World Translation is a false teaching Bible because they have erroneously added and taken things out. So clearly, we know that the Jehovah's Witnesses do not believe God tells the truth on everything. I thank you for watching my video, and please tune in again on another discussion in the Word. God bless you.